What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the 414 podcast. I'm your co host, Dami.
Wes, how we doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. So we got going on
Alhamdulillah.
today.
We're gonna take the people through a few stories, give our takes, see how they
Sounds like
feel
a
about
plan.
them. But, before that, I would like to humbly apologize for my lesser. Stop smirking, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Say what you gotta say, bro.
I'd like to humbly apologize for my lesser than audio quality in the last one. I didn't realize till afterwards that instead of have the audio come from the microphone, it was coming from the webcam I got set up.
Mm.
But I should be coming in real crisp this time. So it's not even an issue going
All right,
forward.
I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Yup, yeah. But how you feeling, brother?
Listen, dog, it's been a long day, but I'm here. I'm here with you. Here for the, here for the podcast for the good time. So let's make it happen. How about yourself? How you feeling?
Hey, real calm day. Can't complain. It's a Sunday we recording this, so about
Listen,
to
bro.
sit
It's been
down
a
with the
day
good Lord. Knocked out some errands. But another lovely week starts.
for sure. Monday's right around the corner, bro. Monday's right
Yeah.
around the corner. So let's hop into it, brother. Let's get it going. What's our first topic of the night?
Well, I mean, I guess we got to talk about it. It's on everyone's news feed.
Yeah,
But
bro.
yesterday, former President Donald J. Trump survived an assassination attempt. He was having a rally in Pennsylvania. He's up on stage talking. All you hear was a few popping sounds. He went down. He grabbed his ear. Secret Service surrounded him. Uh, you know, you saw in articles not too long after that he was saying that he'd been shot in the ear. And as time went on, more details went out. I've been hearing conflicting reports. Some say, well, he's been saying that he was shot in the ear. Some say that the shooter hit a teleprompter or some type of screen, and a piece of the glass ricocheted and hit him in the ear. But it's an unfortunate situation overall. I don't wish death on anybody,
For sure.
regardless of your political views. So I am glad he's
Absolutely.
okay. I'm very glad to hear that he's doing all right. Unfortunately, one of the audience members was shot and killed by the shooter and lost their life. So my condolences to their family. But
Absolutely. Rest in
Secret
peace.
Service sniper did take out the shooter, who was a, let me see if I can find his name actually. It was a 20-year-old Caucasian man. I believe his name was Thomas Matthew Brooks from Pennsylvania, same state.
Mm.
This FBI is saying that he acted alone. They're still investigating his background and working to gain access into his phone, but they're still unclear as to a motive. They're saying that he's a registered Republican, but he has donated to the Democratic Party in the past, back in 2017. Which, I mean, he's 20. What's the math on that? 7 years ago, he was
Yeah,
what,
you're saying
13?
yeah, he's
You know,
13.
so
It's crazy.
there's that as well. I mean, man, politics was the last thing on my mind at 13, brother.
For sure. But,
You know,
I guess he delved head deep into it. No, all around it's just it's a bad story, man.
of course, of course.
Doesn't matter, like you're saying, any political view is still an attempt, assassination attempt on a former president nonetheless. Um,
There also there was a clip of someone that knew him from high school, and they were saying, he was the type of person that to themselves, real quiet, and you've been through high school, brother. Kids can be mean, so
yeah,
he was often bullied, due to him, just being that type of person, often himself. But you know, like you said, like I said, overall, real sad situation, real messed up. But
hey,
what's,
bro,
what's your take on the
listen,
whole thing, brother?
the whole thing. I think, if I'm being quite honest, I think this is not only cemented his position in one U.S. history, but as far as things go like his community, his people. Oh my God, bro, this is like pouring diesel fuel on the fire. Like, now they're only gonna go support him harder. Now they're only gonna go rally and support more. Um, so yeah, man, it's an interesting situation. You go all over Twitter, any social media at the moment, bro. It's the biggest topic right now, and I think this is gonna push him further in the polls as well.
Absolutely. I mean,
So,
it's weird. One thing about Trump and his supporters is like, whenever things like this happen, they really rally behind him. You know, like when he was
hmm
fighting those cases, and the man was he sentenced? Not 100% sure on
for
that.
some of
He
those
was
cases,
sentenced.
I mean, they handed down a couple sentences. Yeah.
Okay, so when he was convicted and he had to go through the whole process, supporters really rallied around him. And his poll numbers went up. The usual rhetoric. A witch trial. They're coming after him. They don't want
hmm
to see him succeed. Don't want to see him run. And I don't know if you've been hearing about this Project 2025 stuff that's been going
Which
around.
is that the Republican Party's project to and like bring in some new policies or instate some new policies? If I'm not mistaken. I think it's something like that.
So it's like a plan for like the first 180 days that Trump is in office. And then it's
Mhm.
put together by, a lot of his supporters
Yeah. Okay.
and those around him. And if let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The main points are
Yeah, I want to know what kind of the overview of this plan is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good long list of things that, they're saying should be put into place. So, increased funding for the border, slashing federal money for research and investment in renewable energy, calls
Mm,
for, Trump to stop the war on oil and natural gas. They're proposing uh, taking abortion pills off the market.
yeah, bro. This is some damning stuff. This is some things that
You
could
know,
it could affect a lot of people negatively. You know.
banning pornography. Calls for school choice and parental control over schools. Try to get rid of that, woke propaganda as they have it.
Yeah.
Uh, Eliminate a lot of laws that have to do with sexual orientation, gender equality, abortion, reproductive rights. Ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in schools and government departments. But yeah, no, it's a real comprehensive list of things they'd like to get done in the first what's 180 days in
Un-
months?
yeah. What?
What, 6 months? Yeah, the first six
Yeah.
months of Trump in office, and you know, Trump himself has said he has no idea what it is, which I highly doubt.
Right.
But
Yeah. He. I'm pretty sure he has a at least his hand on the pulse when it comes to some of these topics. I think though, you know, I don't know all of them, but the ones you just named, some of them, some people could interpret as these are really beneficial, and some other people be like, no, this is exactly what we don't need. Um, nah, bro, that's crazy though. That they have this set plan that they want to implement as soon as possible. I think it's gonna be a very difficult one, and two, I think it's gonna take a lot of force if they were to try to get these through.
true, but I think like for a lot of them, Trump will be able to do them himself. There'll be like a lot of executive orders.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's one aspect
So
of it too.
because I know that's always been a thing. A new president, gets in office that first day. It's a whole lot of signing off on things
Yeah,
and
yeah,
undoing things the last president had in place that you disagree with.
for sure.
You know,
Yeah, man. What's your overall take on not only the assassination attempt, but also how this plays into going into his political run for 2024?
I mean, like I said, unfortunate situation, but I think from a grander scheme, I know he's gonna attend his next rally. I think in
Mm.
Milwaukee coming up soon. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I ain't seen nothing about it today, but I'll be coming up, and I saw a headline saying that whatever speech he had planned, he already scrapped it. So
Hey, bro, he got to capitalize on the moment, man.
that's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
looking
You
at him.
know,
You see them?
so
That's
everybody's saying
crazy,
he's
bro.
he's supposed to come out to Mini Man by about 50 Cent, and
I'm not gonna lie.
it's gonna be
I'm
a whole
not gonna
thing.
lie. That's gonna be crazy, bro.
And it would surprise me that if he got a smart PR team,
Come
a
on,
marketing team,
that's
man,
smart. That's smart. That's gonna be interesting to say the least. Twitter's gonna have Mr. Trump
field day.
all
Good
over the
lord,
place.
hey man, people already calling in his favor. The election this early, bro.
Yeah, I've seen it, bro. You go on Twitter, it's all it is.
Hmm.
Everyone's calling it. Everyone's saying it's all over. I don't know. I haven't caught the address by President Biden or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure he made an address towards the situation. I'm not
Biden
too sure
did,
on how that
Kamala
went
Harris
over.
did, Obama did as well. I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect. We're happy Trump is okay. This
Yeah,
type of violence shouldn't never occur in the first place, and our condolences to those that lost their lives.
yeah.
So
So real
the
cookie cutter
usual, yeah,
response
rhetoric.
for the most part. Yeah,
But I'll say this though, it's funny. A rapper, Foxy Brown, I saw on Instagram that she had said that Trump is been to jail already. Well, he ain't been to jail, but he's been charged. He got the
he's been
buckshot,
yeah.
and now he done survived the shooting. She said, "Where's the album?
That's the next step, bro. That's
Where's
the
the
next
album?"
step. Come on, bro.
I don't blame her for asking that. So
Nah, for sure. And I
I
think
be
that too is what a lot of people resonate. What other president do you know that's done some crazy, got into a lot of stuff like Trump has, So
yeah,
I
but
don't know, man.
for some reason, I mean, I'm still like figuring out how I feel about it. But it's like I guess Trump is kind of resonating with African Americans more due to what he's been going through as of late. But
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I don't really agree with having them type of things synonymous with our people. Fighting court cases and dodging bullets.
I wouldn't be my honest take on it. I don't think that should be the way to look at it. If that's the way people are looking at it,
People
like,
been
oh, he's
claiming
going
that,
through
bro.
it.
Oh, now Trump knows what it's like to be black. Like
Yeah.
I don't I don't feel good calling that the black experience.
Right. Right.
You know what
But
I
I think for the
mean?
people who have gone through that is resonating because now, they have someone they can look up to in a position of power that, they feel like, oh, he's going through what I've gone through or what I'm currently going through. So some people playing devil's advocate, some people probably feel that way.
Yeah, no, even his marketing team been doing a solid job. I don't know if you saw like everywhere he goes,
Yeah.
they've been getting like the rappers in there.
Yep. Yep.
Trump did a rally here in the Bronx in New York.
What is that when you have Chef
Last
and Sleepy
month.
Hollow?
Yeah, Chef G and
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow up on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I know he met with Amber Rose, and I think even the last time he ran, he met with what's his name? He not popping no more at all. Lil Pump.
Oh, yeah,
Lil
that's true.
Pump.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Didn't
That
he
is
like call his
true.
name wrong? Like Lil Peep or something?
Yeah, he said
Lil
it
Pimp.
all the way wrong. All the way wrong. Called him little Pez.
you
He
know,
messed it all the way up.
it was something like that. But so even speaking of getting names wrong, brother, like Joe Biden, it's not looking good for that old man right now, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. That debate, I think, showed a lot of people what we have and it's not what we want. You know,
Telling
um,
me.
it was like something like a couple minutes was dedicated to just talking about golf out of the debate. It was
I'm
like,
not.
bro,
I'm not
where are
even
we
gonna lie. I
going and
didn't
what are we
watch it.
talking about?
I'm not watching
Fair
two
no.
senior citizens going back and forth, brother. It's
Hey,
not
bro, one of
happening.
them.
It's not
Bro,
happening.
one of them just is, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah,
Biden
no.
81, bro. You think he 99 the way he move?
It's unfortunate, bro. Like him, not like him, the guy is he's old, bro. And a lot of the decisions and things he's done, it's like you kind of question. You kind of question,
And apparently, it's alleged, but there are headlines saying that Obama and like Nancy Pelosi have been trying to pull Biden to the side. Like, listen, like maybe you should consider stepping out the race.
Well, yeah, I've seen even articles where some of
Not
his
even from like a
staff,
political standpoint, just like they go.
yeah, no, some of his staff are, kind of nervous with this coming up election. Like, we don't really know if our guy got it. And the polls. I mean, us look at the polls, bro. This sentiment between the two, politicians running, two running. I think it's pretty evident that a lot of people have lost faith in Biden, bro. I think is evident.
No,
Um,
absolutely. I
so
mean, recently, I don't know what conference it was. But before I even say that, just to finish my prior thought, like I feel like the concern is it's not even for like, well, I won't say that, but it's a mix of if like for you as a person, like it's already probably the most demanding job in the world,
right,
and it's not something you should even be taking on when you're what retirement age is what 65.
yeah,
That's
64
what
and a half.
15 years past that.
Yeah, bro. That's my dilemma. Don't get me wrong. Political views aside, if we're told as regular citizens that 64 and a half, 65 is the time you should wrap it up, hang it up, and call it a day,
Hmm.
why are we having politicians, let alone the president, shoot that over by 20 years? You know, that's like the equivalent of you have an 81-year-old at Home Depot working in lumber. What is the like? You see, get that man a chair, set him down. What is he doing there? So that's always been my dilemma, bro. When it comes to positions of power in office, there should be a certain point in which we look at it and say there should be a age limit here.
No, absolutely. But a theory of mine is that like way back in 1770 whatever. I mean they was putting everything in place. I feel like life expectancy back then was probably what you said 60s 70s.
Yeah, but
So
not even that. It's probably shorter than that back then.
exactly so it's like they would probably didn't feel like there was a need
To have
for
the
to cap
actual
it,
limit.
if you're expecting people to croak at 55 60. It's like there ain't no need for a limit. Your average 55 60 year old can get around, communicate, and you know do some heavy lifting
Function
just fine.
properly. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
definitely agree. That's probably something they didn't really think too far ahead on. One,
yeah, and
on a back end.
for some reason we love to cling to these 250-year-old laws and
Very
policies.
true. Very true.
But that's America for you, brother.
No, for sure. Well, I guess we'll keep it pushing with the next topic, man. I got one. I got a good one for you. I want to see your take on this. Um, something that I feel like will resonate with not only you, me, but everyone watching this.
Hmm.
So, this article is straight off of personal finance here. Guys, Gen Z says that they have it harder than their parents, and they blame the economy. What's your take on it, bro? When it comes to our
Hmm.
generation and everything going on. I'll hit you with a couple key points here.
Okay.
So most Zers blame the economy for making it harder to get necessity. Oh, Jesus Christ, necessities.
Sound it out. You good?
Um, and most recent reports, those just starting out are more likely to need a side hustle to help cover their monthly expenses.
Mm.
Um, yeah, the last one here, last point. Young adults have been seeking debt, credit, and other forms of loans just to get by.
Interesting. Well, I mean, see, while you were saying that, I had to look up the age range for Gen Z real quick to make sure my 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 numbers is right. But bro, Gen
Mm.
Z is you're between the age of 12 and 27.
Now, I
Half of
mean, they
that
lump in,
demographic don't
yeah,
got bills for the most part.
yeah. They so in this article, they're lumping in millennials with them as well.
Oh, as the younger, okay,
Yeah, yep. Like they're not counting the kids. It's like obviously, I would say probably 20 and up, and then they lumped in millennials with
okay,
it.
okay. But even millennials, that's what 28 to 43.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, to respond to the initial headline that you gave, I do feel, I think there's nuance to it for sure, but in some ways we do have it harder, and in some ways we do have it easier. Like man, inflation has been a massive issue. Like I think we were talking the other day, and I was telling you like people are calculating for inflation for vehicle prices from what 10 years ago.
Hmm.
15 years ago, which
Yeah.
is absolutely wild to me. When you think, you're adjusted for inflation, you're thinking 50 plus years back, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I'm sure you've been in a grocery store lately, like, oof, you get to that checkout, you didn't scan 4 or 5 items, you already had $100. You
Hey,
like, how did
bro,
we get here?
you be contemplating putting stuff back, scanning the
Mm-hmm.
banana twice, you know?
27, yeah, put that back, put that back, put that back.
It's bad, bro. Especially,
Yeah.
early 20s, mid 20s. But yeah, man. So they say roughly 38% of Gen Z adults and millennials believe that they face more difficulty financially, feeling financially secure than their parents did at the same age. So that's basically saying, like, okay, you know, your parents,
Mm-hmm.
if they're equating the two, you're facing more hardship than your parents would have back in their day around your age,
I mean, like I said,
financially
I
speaking.
disagree and disagree. Like, go back 20, 30, 40 years, like you're you could get more for your money. Your money was worth more.
Yeah.
So like it was a time in America, bro, minimum wage, save up for a year or two or three, you could buy a house. That's not happening in 2024, brother. You know?
Nah, bro. I mean, bro, the best you probably could do is pitch a tent on the side of the road. Like that's probably your second best option
That's
because
what I'm
buying a house
saying,
is not
bro.
happening. It's not happening
Mm-hmm. Bro, you make minimum wage in this country, even, you really gotta get on the phone with Section 8 and figure something out.
for sure. I think it's shocking too. Like when you look at the percentages of wage growth compared to inflation, wage growth doesn't even compare to the stats on inflation. Like inflation outpaces wage growth by a wide margin.
Massively. I don't know if you ever seen those charts. It'd be like, like income versus like,
Mm-hmm.
like wage prices, and
Yeah,
you compare like
inflation,
the
price of
housing
goods, certain
market,
goods.
and it is
Yeah.
ridiculous, So it's like what's it called? Like it happens a lot, like people like here in New York, you've had some random piece of property for 20, 30 years. You sell it. For some reason, a lot of people go from New York to like Georgia. I don't know why. But they'll move to Georgia though. Say, this ain't for me. I miss, the city life. You
Mm-hmm.
come back up. Hey, I want a house like what I had. I paid what 300,000 for it back in the 90s, and I sold it for like, just under $1 million. What can
Yeah,
what can you do for me, man? That real estate agent gonna ask you what's your budget, man. You better start with a 7, 8, or 9.
because you're not getting nothing of what you left with.
Yep. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
ridiculous. So I do feel like back then, yeah, like when you bought your house in the 70s, 80s for two peaches and an apricot, you was living pretty. But I will say at the same time, like there are more ways to get to that bag nowadays
Yeah.
compared to back then, which is why I said it's give or take. And why my answer was yes and no. Because man, I'm sure you've seen it. That clip of that that woman going, "You gotta spit on that thing."
Oh yeah,
Good.
yeah. Came out of
Brother,
nowhere.
that woman quit her job. She's currently in talks with some entertainment networks for a reality TV show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can make it.
She
You
got
can
paid
make it.
30K for a club appearance the other day.
Wow.
Isn't that
Wow.
around like the
Dang.
national what's it called, salary?
The-
Like 30
it's a little
something
higher.
thousand,
It's a
20
little higher. I
something?
mean, if you're going median, it's a little higher than that though. It's about 50 grand.
50, you sure? I could have
We're
sworn
talking median salary.
the average salary in the US is like 20 something, like high 20s, low 30s, somewhere around there.
I'm gonna look it up now.
What you
Let's
seeing over
see.
there? Because I could have sworn it was somewhere on that ballpark.
The
Just make
average
sure I'm getting my
salary
numbers right.
as of 2023
Mm-hmm.
is $65,470.
Really?
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
average.
the more you
So I mean,
know.
it's gone up, but if we're
Definitely. But even
comparing
with
to
that
like
said, brother, like she made what the average person makes in 6 months in a night.
for sure, But
which is
even the
ridiculous.
65, bro, this is something that a lot of people, you got to remember. This is the average. So it's taking your high, low, and and
Yeah, yeah,
pulling
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of people aren't making 65. You see what I'm
No, not
saying?
at
Like if
all.
you're a 22-year-old working, a regular job, a regular 9 to 5, making 20 an hour, making 19 an hour, you're not even touching 65.
Nope.
And that's if you're working full time hours. You're still not touching 65. So
You're
think
not
about
at
all the
all.
people working part time, still in school. Yeah, bro, you're struggling.
No, definitely a struggle. But I mean, that's my take on how do you feel about the whole debacle that that Gen Z and millennials find themselves in, and Gen Alpha eventually.
Um, I think it's a tough position because I think like our parents looking at us like, oh, well, you guys have all these, different avenues that you guys can go to or tap into, which is a fair point. But I think the problem is like getting to that point. Like you have to have some sort of capital to start a lot of things. Like for instance, when we're talking, a 22-year-old in college,
Mhm.
you're not even starting off net zero. You're starting off negative. Most people, you're
Yeah,
starting off 20,
student
10,
loans.
20,
Hmm.
30 grand in debt. And then you get pushed out into the workforce. And then you struggle to find a job either in your field or that pays decent to start paying off your loans. So you're already so far, behind. And now you're just playing catch up. Who wants to play catch up for the next 40 years of your life? So
Very true.
I think it's a real precarious position that we're all in. And it's unfortunate too, because it's like, bro, you see a lot of these, companies consistently saying they're making record profits and then their employees are barely making, you know, livable wages. It's kind of frustrating, it's kind of sad.
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't heard anything about it lately, but I know like it's been a big issue with like Amazon and their workers, and they trying to stop them to stop them from unionizing, and it's been a whole
Yeah.
debacle, and it's like one of the biggest companies in the world. You'd think
Yeah.
you'd look out for the the people down there, keeping things afloat.
Yeah, no, I mean, even when I worked for Apple, that was an aspect too. Like, there was a couple Apple stores that unionized, and they did it because they were trying to work out either more compensation or more benefits, or a little bit of both. But a lot of big companies, because I mean, when you're working for a big company and you hear that they have a you know 1.2 trillion dollar market cap, but their employees aren't making livable wages, that's a pretty bad position to be in as a worker for the company. My time at Apple, I can say I made, decent money. But again, a lot of people working there were not a 21, 22 year old. They were 30 something and had two kids and a mortgage, and a car note. So these are things that I didn't have to factor in, but they did, and albeit I'm working part time, but they're also working part time. And it's hard to afford all those things on a part time income, so
No, very
it's
true. I mean, I'm
definitely
sure
tough.
all the jobs you worked in. You looked around and be like, man, I got I got my couple subscriptions here and there, maybe a phone bill. I'm saving up for this game or this jacket or whatnot or a new phone. And like you look over at one of your coworkers, like, yo, this a 40-year-old man. He got
Yeah.
real expenses, bro. I
Yeah,
couldn't
bro.
imagine being in his shoes and working this job.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we've all been there at one point in time. You make a close coworker friend and they're like double your age and they start talking about their personal problems. You're like, man,
Right?
I don't
Talking
want
about,
what you got going on.
might have to pull the kids out of private school,
Yeah.
marital issues. I gotta refinance the house. And I'm like, man, I'm saving up for AirPods. It's not the same over here.
It ain't it. It ain't it.
you
It's
know?
not it. No, man, but it's a tough topic, bro, because like I think our generation too is way more outspoken about the problems within the workforce. And then as far as like actually trying to make livable wages, like we're more vocal about it. It's like, hey, bro, like we're working for this company, we're not making enough money. So what are we gonna do? Find somewhere else to go. And a lot of companies don't like that when, employees job hop and try to find, a better paying job. But that's how you play the game. That's how you kind of win. You stay at the
Very
same
true. I
job for
mean,
long enough where you don't get rewarded for it.
it's very true. I mean, like you said, Gen Z's not one to, just thug it out and grin and bear it, and suffer in
Mm-mm.
silence at all.
Nah, bro.
So, it's definitely one thing we benefit of. And like you said, Ain't no loyalty to these companies, man. Did you ever see that fast food place? I think the black guy. He worked there for like decades, like 40, 50 years, I think. And he retired, and they gave him like a goodie bag of like I think like some cheap headphones and like pencils and like just random like stuff you found like a goodie bag at a kid's birthday party.
That's crazy. And I guarantee you, it was most likely the managers in that in that one branch in that store that did it. Probably it was nothing that came down from corporate or anything like that. Which,
Mm-hmm.
lets you know, like, yo, you're expendable. You're expendable. You're a cog in the machine, And if you know that, you at least want to get paid, the most you can.
No, absolutely.
You say he worked there for how long? 40, 50 years?
I looked it up. It wasn't 40, 50. I dragged it. It was 27 years. Almost 30 years.
Still,
He
bro,
worked at
that's
a
a
Burger
long
King in
time.
Vegas. He worked at a Burger King in Vegas. He never missed a day of work all 27 years. He
That's dedication.
remarried. Apparently, they had an amazing health insurance that benefited his family. So he stuck around for 27 years. Okay, I got it in front of me. And the gift that he received: a drink tumbler, a lanyard, Reese's chocolate, some lifesavers, a pen, and a movie ticket.
It's like an end of year goodie bag from high
And
school, bro. That's something that,
it's even worse
oh,
because you watch the
bro.
clip. Like the man was like genuinely appreciative too.
I think it's more like just the company, the people around them, just sending them off, happy for them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit's going in the trash. You can tell me that's what you guys gave me. I gave y'all 27 something years of my, and I didn't miss a day.
He
Yeah,
didn't miss a
bro.
day of work for almost 30 years.
That's dedication. Absolute
I'm
dedication.
telling
But
you.
again, that goes to my point. You don't get rewarded for dedication. You just don't. Like,
I got the clip
they
in
don't
front of me
care
if you
about
want to
that.
check it out,
All
brother.
right, let's look at this.
Hey, I just want you guys to know that on all these days where it's hard to keep employees and not feeling appreciated, I worked here for 27 years. I've never missed not one day of work, never call out. And I want you to know that it's good to feel appreciated. This is what I got. They also got me chocolate cake last week, and I get this. I had a bag, a nice bag, and this. A movie ticket. Thank you very much. And I also got a bag of Reese's. This is very nice from Starbucks. Thank you guys. And it's like a lanyard, two pins, and a couple of keys, chains, and two lifesavers. So it's good to show what their appreciation for.
I can't watch that no more, brother.
Nah, but we gotta
Men's.
cut it right there because I felt bad as he was explaining. It's like I seen the gratitude on his face, but I don't know, bro. 30 years of my
That's
life
that's what's
almost.
frustrating me the most, man. Like he's still grateful,
Yeah.
Which
But that
shout
shows
out
you
to
the type
him
of
and his
person.
character. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure.
He's still grateful, but like, man, gave that man what bro said 2 pens. Those like big pens too, bro. Not even
Yeah,
the
not even
nice one.
quality pins, bro.
Man. But I mean, the story does have a good ending. His daughter, caught wind of it, put out a GoFundMe, and they raised over like I think around like 300K for that man.
That's amazing. That makes me feel like that situation had a good outcome,
Yeah,
Because think about it, if that video wasn't posted, no one would know about it.
yeah. They pulled together $330,000 for that man.
That's what's up, bro. That's a down payment on a very nice home.
Exactly.
Like,
So I'm glad to hear that things, that had a happy ending.
that's good, bro. Let's segue into our next section here. What we got? What we got?
Absolutely. So I'm sure you've heard of this young woman before, Angel Reese, WNBA player.
I
She's
have.
currently she's currently a forward for Chicago Sky. Caught a lot of attention, while she was playing in LSU not too long ago. But she had some things to say recently. That's been going around a bit. So I'm just gonna share my screen and we can get right into that.
Let's take a look. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. Play for some reason on your
Let
first.
me just say something. I just want to say one thing. The delusion that y'all thinking I'm finna fly any of y'all out. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, like the delusion to think any one of us are flying y'all out. Be for real. Thank you.
Oh
Thoughts, brother?
man. I don't know, bro. You know, I think well, I know with the WNBA, man, they got some tight budgets. So I think with her budget, I think is in her best interest not to fly nobody out. You see what I'm saying? I think that's a start point. I think with the money she
She hurt
got,
your
she needs.
feelings or something?
No, bro. I think it's what they don't, But now, all seriousness, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about it because I get it, like what she's saying, like, oh, just on a basketball player, just because I make money doesn't mean I'm gonna do what all the male players do, fly out these females and do whatever, buy them stuff and fly them back home. So I think she's making a statement with her TikTok there, saying, I don't care what I got going on, I'm not flying nobody out, don't matter who it is. It's an interesting take.
Man, she ain't even met me yet, and she gonna say that so confidently.
Listen,
That's my issue, my bro. Come on, how you gonna say things like that, Angel? And you ain't even met me yet. I'm a good Tom.
But that's the thing, bro. She put on the glasses for a reason. She don't want to meet you.
Don't speak for her.
Hey, bro, I'm not speaking for
Don't speak for
nobody.
her, bro.
But from her words, she said, "Be for real."
Mm-hmm. Man, and she said we not gonna fly you. How you gonna speak for the entire league?
Nah, I know it's a couple of them women, bro, flying some gentlemen out, or females, if we being inclusive, But they getting flown out.
Bro,
yeah.
you seen what's her name? Lexi Brown? I think she be on the same team as her.
Really?
Brother.
I'm about to look it up now.
She could fly me out anytime.
Oh wow. She's pretty.
Gracious.
She's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, chill out. She probably got a
bro.
boyfriend, bro, or a husband. You don't know what she got going on.
Let me be, bro. There's another one.
Nah, but to her comment,
like Tia Cooper, something like that. I think she played for the Sparks over in LA. I mean, she from New Jersey. We're gonna have to overlook that. But good lord, brother, she gonna fly me out anytime.
I'll be honest, I really don't think many of these WNBA players are flying anybody out. Guy,
Absolutely
girl,
not.
I don't think they're flying nobody out.
Absolutely not.
So I think her comment was pretty spot on, most likely.
Right. I hope she was joking. I'll say that.
I don't think
she
so,
didn't mean
bro.
it seriously.
I think she was serious. I'm not gonna lie. I think she was pretty
joking
serious.
about WNBA players flying people out, but it'd be all jokes. Don't nobody take that seriously. So I hope she didn't either.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I did just look up her contract. She got what, a 4-year, $324,000. That comes out to about $81 a year. So okay, like you said, flying someone out wouldn't, her accountant wouldn't advise that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that doesn't make sense.
And I'm sure she getting hella bread from other endorsements.
Yeah, I think when it comes to their, their setup, the endorsements probably is really what kind of gets them that other half.
Wouldn't be surprised she get a shoe deal one of these days. So.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Whether it be Adidas, Nike, whatever.
She definitely got something on the way. So, more power to her, brother.
Hey, bro. But wise words spoken.
Absolutely. Why'd you snicker?
What, bro? She's being honest. Her accountant told her to put a PSA out, and she did.
That's funny. Imagine she went to the accountant first, like, You sure I can't fly that one nigga out? Like, I'll even do economy. You know, he could stay at a motel.
Nah, bro, he's not having it. He's not having it.
I know he
He's
was in.
taking off the top. He needs all the money he could get.
You know how niggas be, but I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, I'm trying to see you play for real. Like, I heard you be hooping and shit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's some guy in one of these WNBA players' DMs trying to get flown out. Guarantee
Oh,
you.
for
There's
sure,
there's
bro.
tons of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I might have to. So next topic.
Yeah, bro. Not too much. Not too much.
Oh, speaking of doing too much, let me go ahead and share my screen right here. But we've gotten a teacher from the Baltimore area has been accused of using AI to make his boss appear racist. So as it says there, a high school athletic director is facing criminal charges after police say he used artificial intelligence to duplicate the voice of Pikesville high school principal Eric Eiswert, leading the community to believe Eiswert said racist and anti-Semitic things about teachers and students. Thoughts, brother?
This article is interesting because does it have like his motive? It just had like that's what I want to know. What was the motive? Was something said to this to the man for him to, you know, create the slander? Was something happen? Because doing this out of nowhere, just out of spite, is kind of crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I mean,
Oh,
Darian allegedly
yeah.
sought to retaliate against his boss. Basically, the two men were at odds with each other over Darian's work performance challenges. Oh, the principal launched an investigation into him because they're saying he mishandled almost $2,000 in school funds. An assistant girls soccer coach is supposed to get paid, but she never received that money.
There it is. So
And
he
the
wanted to get
principal
even.
had
He
him
wanted to.
reprimanded for firing a coach without his approval. And principal also told the athletic director that his contract possibly wouldn't be renewed next semester. So yeah, he basically saw fired.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Because I knew it had to be something more to the story. You know, doing something, going out your way to do something like that. There's something that happened. No, man, that's I'm not gonna lie. My man's bitter, bro. He's like, listen, if I'm going down, you going down with me. Because he pretty much almost fired the guy without actually doing it, you know? So
True, but it's like, man, AI ain't that good. So, police get involved and they can't distinguish, between, fake voice and, a real one. Even, to the regular human ear, sometimes you can tell for the most part.
yeah,
Some are
that's
really good,
true.
though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Some
what I'm
are
saying.
extremely good.
Some are very good with the spoofing of the voice. It's really good.
But, you an athletics director, probably paid $5 on the App Store and tried to make something happen.
Bro, $5 in a YouTube video, a how-to
Right?
clip.
Caught a clip of his graduation speech, stuck it in there. All right, I got the voice module.
Yeah, no, this story, man, this is I don't know, this is an interesting one. More so just because, like, why would you, of all things to do, why would you do that? But I guess he tried to level the playing field somehow, or if anything, get the principal fired or get him ousted, for something racially charged. It was probably his thought process, like, oh, if I can create an uproar because he said something racist, that'd be, me getting my revenge, so to speak.
No, absolutely. But hey, real weird thing for him to do, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
When you
I don't know
looked
how
this
I'd
up, what was
feel,
your
man.
thought? Yeah.
Imagine like you a principal, school admin. They, you just walking to work and everybody looking at you funny, and nobody's saying nothing. You walk into your office, you talk to your little assistant. Hey, Stacy, something going on today? I caught a couple dirty looks from some of the staff members. Sir, you haven't seen the video?
Yeah, just oblivious, don't know what's
What
going on.
video? Man, she done showed on the video. I'm sick and tired of you.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
I'm pretty
It's gotta
sure,
be
like,
bad, bro. You swearing up and
yeah.
down. You never said it, but like the proof is right there. Oh man. I'll be sued too. Cause that's rough.
No, I mean, First of all, this dude's getting fired. That's one. Two, I do hope he files some sort of civil litigation
Oh, for
because
sure.
that's crazy, bro.
It won't come out the school's pocket, right? There's no point at that. If that's
You're
the
saying
case,
if he
though.
sued?
Yeah, it shouldn't come out the school's pocket, right?
No, I wouldn't
As
because
an
it'd be a
employee.
civil
Okay.
case. Yeah, it'd be a civil case. He'd sue civilly and he'd be suing for the other guy's assets because that's slander and that could have been really bad if people actually, bought it.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I
But
know we said we was gonna keep it at 4 stories, but I think we got some time. We could squeeze one last one in there.
yeah, you got one?
I do actually. I was gonna save it for next time, but I do got one in
All
front
right,
of
we
me.
should throw it in there.
So sheep started behaving strangely after eating 100 kilograms of cannabis in a greenhouse. So the conversion on that is about what 220 pounds of weed. But apparently there was an owner. He owned a greenhouse of where he produced medicinal cannabis over in Greece, and the crop had already been damaged by some bad weather, and the sheep just came through and cleared out what he had left.
Bro,
They
that's a
had
bad song.
as it says, the sheep were left feeling lightheaded, and they had some strange behavior. They were jumping higher than goats, which never happened. Oh man, but that's a bad day, brother.
Bro,
It's a really, really
imagine
bad day.
your last 100 kilograms, your last 220 pounds. This is what you about to go sell.
It was
Thinking,
medicinal too. I got a feeling them
yeah.
hospital prices beat dispensaries in the street
Mm-hmm.
every time. I know it's top dollar.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You come back to your goats tilted and bent out of shape, bro, because they
Woo.
done ate all of your product. I would be pissed.
They weren't. I don't think
Pissed.
those were his sheep. I mean, you can see it right there. The
Oh,
shepherd of the
it
flock
wasn't
said
even
his
his.
sheep. Yeah,
Oh,
they
bro.
weren't even his sheep, brother.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We gonna have to
Oh,
fight.
had those been
Whoever
my
owned the sheep.
oh for sure,
Whoever owned those sheep,
for
bro.
sure,
We gonna have to
for
fight.
sure. Now we got to squabble, but I'm
That's
not.
crazy.
I probably take the sheep too, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta recoup my money somehow. We getting some type of some lamb going. So the sheep's wool, sheep make
Hey,
milk.
bro. Yeah, nah, goats do. I
Sheep
don't
don't
think
make
sheep.
milk.
I've never heard of
Never
sheep
thought about
milk.
this.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we gonna find out, brother. Cause I gotta
Now
recoup
you
my
gotta
bread
know.
one way or
That's
another.
funny as hell.
Oh, I'd be angry.
I feel like with something like that, bro, it's just like, what do you do? What can you do? The sheep already ate your product. You don't own the sheep. There's no many good options. Now the sheep is roaming around, jumping around, high as hell.
It'd be a bad day. It's funny too. There's a quote. The guy who owned the greenhouse, he said that he doesn't know if he should laugh or cry. I don't know if you saw. It's like I'd probably feel the same way, man.
Yeah, bro.
It sucks that you lost it, but if I had to lose it, that's not the
That's
worst
probably
way.
one of the funniest ways to lose
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to my man, bro. Dang.
Shout out to you. Man, yo, I would have dissected each one, brother.
Try to recoup your product.
Oh, somehow, bro. Maybe they ain't chew them. Maybe they just swallowed it whole. Maybe I could get it back.
What you gonna do? Wash it off and resell it?
Yeah, bro. They ain't gonna know the difference. Listen. As long as it's effective.
Right.
That's all that matters. Again, it's medicinal. It's going to the hospitals. Don't ask no questions.
So what you gonna rename it? That sheep shiitake? I got that sheep. What you gonna name it, bro? Oh, that's sick. Nah, bro, you a sick fella for that one, brother. You a sick guy
bro.
for that one. Nah, man.
Does medicinal weed have a strain? Is there a specific strain that
I
they gotta
mean, you
use?
have different strains of weed. You got your 3 strains. So
For hospitals though?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But also, like, when it comes to medicinal weed, yeah, you have different strains. You got indica, hybrid, and sativa. But I think they're making like more stuff now.
Oh, for sure.
But that's what I'm familiar with, those 3.
Yeah, I would have saw. Oh, best believe the whole hospital would have been rolling up lamb blunts. Oh, for sure. Everybody getting the lamb blunt.
That's funny. Nah, man. Well, hopefully, hopefully he could get back on his feet fairly soon because that's a lot of
Oh, for
product to
sure.
lose, bro.
For
Growing
sure.
that too takes time. That's a lot of product.
And man, I hope the shepherd, whoever owned them sheep, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he gotta cough something up.
Hey, bro, split the sheet 50-50 down the middle. I keep half, you take half.
I need my paper. How much you think all that weed was worth, bro? 220 pounds of it?
I mean, we're probably that's a lot, bro. I want to look it up. What would that be worth?
Look up like what the conversion, I guess. How much is a pound of weed worth? And I guess just multiply from there.
Yeah, a pound of weed is around 2 to 3 grand.
A pound of
Yeah.
weed? Oh.
So you're looking at 220 plus pounds of marijuana. If we're saying like street value, it's about 100.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, street value is about 1 million
A million what?
dollars, bro.
You said it's how much per pound?
About 2 to 3 grand.
Let's say low end. So 2 grand times what? 220 pounds?
Yeah,
No,
I'm looking
no,
at an
that's
article
440.
here.
That's 440,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at an article here that says some 220 pounds of weed was seized in
You know,
Norfolk grocery store of all
you do
places.
top end. That's 660. So that's still a lot of money though, bro. Between
No, for
440 and
sure.
660 grand. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not.
It varies though. Like the pricing varies. I'm looking at different things here. I don't know how much exactly it'd go for.
I don't follow the sheep market, but man, he better have some limited edition custom super sheep or something.
Hey,
Cause
bro, they got
man,
weed in their system. You better,
you right.
don't
That's
go
as
bring that
custom
to the
and
fucking
limited
meat market.
edition as they get. That's the business, bro. Weed infused lamb.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Bring it to the meat
That's
market.
hard.
Lamb chops
That's
is already like
hard.
expensive,
They already expensive. Are they not a naturally weed infused?
bro.
Yo, we
That's a
gonna talk
whole
about
nother.
this.
That's a whole nother topic of grass fed, bro. Whole nother. That's a
I
whole
like the
nother
way you think,
avenue of
brother.
grass fed.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody go steal this. Somebody go steal this. Cause like even beef, I know like with that A5 Wagyu, they fed top quality. They massage the
Mhm.
cows over in Japan.
Yeah, it's kind of
Man,
crazy when you think about it.
oh for sure. But man, think about it. You feed it some za.
I wonder how to affect the taste though, because you'd have to feed it like a good amount, for it to actually
Oh, it's
infuse
it's
into the
it's on
meat.
a regular basis for sure.
Yeah, but then it's like you're probably losing money by how much would you have to feed it for actually to infuse into the muscle of the animal. Like,
But what
bro,
if you feed it right before you butcher it? Then it's more like it kind of like marinated in it to a degree for a
mm,
little bit.
that's true. That's true.
So
That means you'd have to like go like what a week before you butcher it and just feed it straight weed and like grain.
yeah, so it's not like it's in there, but it's been around it for some
It's a
time.
marketing ploy.
Indeed,
It's grass fed.
Wagyu already expensive, brother.
Telling me, bro.
Wagyu is expensive.
Bro, I got enough to buy a slice. I ain't got enough for a steak.
I,
Nah, bro.
I think I could cover the plastic it coming.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Talking $80, $90 steaks. Absolutely not.
Really? For what cut?
You're talking an A5 Wagyu steak.
What cut you paying 80-90 for?
I'm about to see here. Let's see. It's ooh, never
Oh,
mind.
did you severely underestimate the
Yeah,
price
I'm
of
looking at the
Wagyu?
cuts. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, it gives you a full breakdown.
Yeah, so for A5 Japanese Wagyu ribeye, that's almost that's $350. You're almost $400 in the hole for one steak. I'm looking at like the cheaper cuts. There's some that are like 180 for a ribeye, but I'm guessing different vendors and all that stuff.
That's
So
ridiculous. And that's just raw meat, brother. Let alone restaurant prices where they cooking it, preparing it, and oof. Yeah, I want no parts. What?
I mean, it does range though for Wagyu beef. It ranges from down to like 50, $30 all the way up to thousands of dollars.
Yeah, brother. I'm gonna stick with my USDA approved beef. And I'll be just
Ooh.
fine, brother.
Yeah,
You
bro.
said $40, right up my alley.
Nah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But yeah, man, it was a good couple topics we got into. Couple, what was that, 4 or 5 topics?
No, for sure, for sure. I think it's safe to cut it there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been a good time. A good session we had going through a couple
Absolutely.
topics. So
We appreciate y'all listening. Especially with my improved audio quality. I know I sound real crisp in your ears.
guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. We're not gonna entertain that. It's been an absolute pleasure.
What you?
And nah, bro, don't even go there, bro. Don't even go there.
Bro, wrap this thing up, bro. You about to piss me
Yeah.
off.
All right, guys, it's the 414. It's been cool. I want you guys to like, subscribe. Stay tuned. We got a couple more things coming in the works soon.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Anything else to add, bro?
Not much to say, Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, the 414 official. And we're on Spotify right now, soon to be on iTunes. So, be sure to check those two out when they come to fruition. But, I'll always say it. We appreciate y'all. Extremely grateful to y'all for listening. And, till next time.